Alright guys, so it looks like Dragon Ball Legends is keeping us on our toes, okay? So yesterday night, Dragon Ball Legends tweeted out this image right here, which was a Kami house background, and it says a new episode campaign will be revealed in 3 days, okay? So right now, just about 10 minutes ago, Dragon Ball Legends just tweeted out this, okay? So it says here that pretty much the same thing, but 2 days left. But the background is a space background, okay? Now, there are only a few options if they're hinting something, with the background, that is, right? There's only a few options when thinking about space in specific. The first thing that came to mind for me in specific was the Battle of Gods, okay? Battle of Gods, of course, the iconic scene where Beerus fights Goku out of space. Now, coincidentally enough, we don't have necessarily a Battle of Gods, okay, so let me clear this up, okay? So there are two variations of Battle of Gods, right? There is pretty much the movie, right? Battle of Gods. And then there is the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, okay? Now, let me break down what we currently have in the game, just because it's a little bit confusing, okay? So we have something called God of Destruction Beerus Saga, which is the beginning of course, the anime, right? Which is pretty much a parallel to the movie Battle of Gods, okay? So right here, these are all the characters we have in specific. We actually do not have a sagas from the movies Beerus, okay? If we just take a look at all the Beeruses we have, this one right here is from Tournament of Power. This one right here is from the beginning of Super, okay? The one we just saw, which is God of Destruction Beerus Saga. And then this yellow extreme one, I think, if I'm correct, it's going to be God of Destruction Beerus Saga. So exactly the same thing. So if we just head back here really quick. Yeah, so it was right here all along. So these two Beeruses here are God of Destruction Saga. So none of these are actually sagas from the movies, okay? Now we also have the Rage Vegeta. We have an Extreme Whis. We have two pretty much Gokus, right? God Gokus. Now, we do have another God Goku, which a lot of people are confused, which is sagas from the movies, but not necessarily Battle of Gods. This one right here is exactly from, I believe, the Broly movie, okay? From where he pulls the green card. I actually really like this Goku a lot, or at least the animations from this Goku, right? Where he has that green card where it kind of paralyzes you, kind of like Frieza's green card in a way, right? So pretty cool stuff, but we do not have a variation of Battle of Gods of this character. Neither do we have a Beerus, okay? And by the way, I think we're it always seems to shock me. And correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, but we've never really had a primal, scary, top 5 Beerus, right? Not even this Beerus was that good. Of course, he came out before. He came out, as a non-LF first, and then he came out as an LF, right? After they decided to kind of somewhat fix him. But back then, it was completely different meta. So we don't have a primal Beerus. We really don't. We have the blue one from Tournament of Power, but he was never really too crazy upon release. It was maybe a top 10 unit upon release. If we can get maybe a revival God Goku from Battle of Gods, right? That would be epic. That's actually a very well requested, character. Okay. We don't have a movies Goku from Battle of Gods, and neither do we have a Beerus. Now they can also bring out a Ultra Beerus, perhaps maybe from Battle of Gods towards the end of the campaign. Because if this is a campaign, guys, right? If this is a campaign and it's a big campaign, they specify the word big reveal, right? Right here on the yesterday, they said right here. Let's see. They said big reveal in 3 days, right? Big reveal. So I don't think they're gonna do a whole campaign without an Ultra towards the end of it, at least. That's just my take on it. For example, the Majin Buu Saga campaign. If we just take a look at that, of course it was actually a very well done. Roadmap and everything. I actually really liked it, and I hope they do more of this in the future, and I hope we do get something down the line, or something this weekly reset similar to that. So we got a bunch of free-to-play characters, events. Of course, we got the Majin Buu Bros, which fell off pretty quick, unfortunately, but they're still a very cool unit. And then of course we got the monster, Ultra Kid Buu, which would be still a monster if Ultra Vegeta Blue wasn't running around, but he's still a very good character. So I do think we're gonna get something around those lines. In terms of in terms of LF and then Ultra, but it's kind of confusing. Here we get a Kami house, right? Everybody's predicting perhaps maybe a Saiyan Saga, a 23rd World Tournament Saga, a Dragon Ball Saga, something around those lines because of the Kami house. But, you know, once again, this, like I said at the beginning of the video, this could mean these backgrounds could mean absolutely nothing, right? Tomorrow night, we're going to get day 1, which is most likely going to have a different background. It could perhaps just have a grassy playing field or a Namek, just Dragon Ball backgrounds. Maybe they're not hinting anything here, right? Because, and by the way, Dragon Ball Legends is known for hinting stuff, okay? I'll just let it be known as that, right? They love to hint, right? And they even say, comment down below your predictions, yada, yada. So they know, they're well aware that we want, they want us to guess and they want to, leave these cryptic messages behind. This isn't necessarily a cryptic message, but they still hint stuff with backgrounds and stuff like that. Or it just could mean, it couldn't mean anything, right? But we'll find that out tomorrow on day 1, because if they come out with another generic background, for example, Kami House, space, and then grassy fields, it's like, what can we say to that? That's like all of Dragon Ball, right? Space, okay, I guess it's a little bit more narrowed down to Battle of Gods. You can even toss a Bardock in a way, but Bardock, this is not Planet Vegeta, this is Earth, right? Yeah, Battle of Gods is the most likely scenario here. In terms of here, either Dragon Ball or Saiyan Saga, where pretty much Kid Gohan gets kidnapped by Raditz, right? So, yeah, comment down below what you guys think. But we still don't have a Primal Beerus, nor do we have a Primal God Goku, or we haven't ever got a Primal unit. Actually, let's take a look at Godki for one quick second. Godki's of course, we have Ultra Vegito Blue, but he doesn't necessarily buff Godki, right? He doesn't buff it with the tag itself or with the Z ability. So, in terms of people that actually buff it with their Z ability, we have, of course, this Blue Zamasu, right? Ultra Instinct Goku, which I would say is the best one out of the bunch right here. The Zenkai Ultra Instinct Goku, right? The purple one that just got a Zenkai. Of course, this Revival Goku is still pretty good. I still like him. We have, of course, Evolution Vegeta, but nothing too crazy, honestly. Like, I would even like another Whis. I would not mind another Whis, honestly, but Whis does not fight in Battle of Gods whatsoever. Although we did get, a Whis, we do have an extreme Whis from specifically the Saga, right? The God of Destruction, Beerus Saga. Like I said, it could get kind of confusing because different variations. So hopefully I did clear up some air here for you guys. But comment down below, would you guys like to see Battle of Gods? Would you guys like to see the 23rd World Tournament, perhaps, maybe? Because I know DBZ Kakarot is currently having their DLC coming out in terms of the 23rd World Tournament, right? So maybe some connection there, maybe not. Just mentioning it. Maybe something revolved around OG Dragon Ball. That's another one too with, LF Kid Goku, perhaps a Buff Master Roshi. They could do some stuff, right? It's a very thin tag, as you guys can see here. There's not much to it. Saiyan Saga is a little bit more filled, but still kind of thin at the end of the day because, it's the beginning of the anime pretty much, right? Not that much primal characters come out. Although Battle of Gods, they could do some stuff, like they could bring out another, perhaps maybe Rage of Vegeta. I know Gotenks isn't here. He kind of has like a little small part in the mix of that. So, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I'll keep you guys updated here 24/7 if we get any leaks or anything in terms of that. But if you guys did enjoy the video, as always, make sure you guys simply just like and subscribe. And I'd love to catch you guys once again on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.